The Rockaway Peninsula has an amazing history. The Rockaway Boardwalk itself was a connection between the community, between the waterfront, between one end to the other. So it was really this amazing place that brought thousands of people each summer. It was in the 50s when Robert Moses had other plans for the Rockaways to remove a lot of the honky-tonk-ness of the amusement parks. It's just sad today to see how a community that had so much activity on its waterfront go from that to where it is now. This is the first place that I ever came to in Far Rockaway. And when I came here, it felt a little bit like being in a third world country. And the thing was, as I was in Rockaway, I realized that there were thousands of kids and families who didn't really know what it was to have a safe and clean park. They just knew that there was a stretch of 11 miles of open waterfront, the longest stretch of public waterfront in the state of New York, that had been abandoned and neglected on this island that was Far Rockaway.
Some of the environmental problems in the neighborhood, it runs the gamut from air pollution and this community having one of the highest asthma rates in all of New York City to lack of food access and having the highest diabetic and obesity rates literally in the city down here in Rockaway.
We have the beach and the bay, and yet people know so little about both of those areas.
Economically, it may be an economically challenged area, and along with that comes all of the problems that are associated with that. The schools could stand, I think the schools are trying hard to build themselves up a little better, but I think maybe the biggest problem is there isn't enough for people to do.
I think it's been neglected part because of geography, that it's out at the far end of Queens and you have to take a bridge to get out here. And also the fact that maybe the people out here haven't been very involved in local governments in the past. So hopefully RWA will help change that.
RWA's tapped into things that were already going on. There were a lot of people working in different schools and in different groups, and because it's an alliance, RWA brought together many people.
We try to focus on things like environmental education and environmental conservation.
23, 24, 25, 36. My leg. Can I hold it? Can I take it out? Sure. I've learned a lot about global warming and how it's affected and how it's added to fossil fuels, and how when you litter, it pollutes the water and it kills many animals.
We're helping to clean up Rockaway by just simple beach cleanups and just picking up anything that we see.
We've done a lot of really direct activities with the young people. I think that's really empowering, especially with the garden, to see that 1 month you take a bunch of shovels and you dig up the dirt, and 2 months later you get to bring home produce to your family.
I learned I could just plant anywhere to help the environment, like plant trees, help the environment, clean up the sidewalks and the streets and everything.
I noticed as a teacher that oftentimes students will learn things in the classroom about the environment and they're very positive, but then when they go home, their parents may just dismiss the things and say, oh, well, we don't have enough money to do that, we don't have enough time to worry about that, and the children are not encouraged. And what you really need to do is have groups like Rockaway Waterfront Alliance, activities in the community, on the street, at the homes, but you need to be out where the people are to support changing the attitudes of not just the youth, but their parents too.
I really do have a lot of fun here. There's a lot of great people here. They're really kind and also really funny. We hang out all the time, and not a lot of people really think that the world is in much danger. Like right now, you can sit down and watch TV about it and be like, yeah, I know. But there's actually more to it.
You see it right here on the beach, right on Beach 30. You have beach cleanups, Earth Day, which is organized right on the boardwalk, and they bring in lots and lots of different people from different organizations to teach the community about awareness of the wildlife and the environment and recycling and all the things that I think predominantly people just either just don't think about or don't care about.
Their mission of improving the environment and bringing sustainability to the community, I think will bridge the gap between kids and adults.
All right, people associate me with a famine in Ireland.
What? Huh? Oh! What have to say what is? What is clover?
The firehouse is, again, another piece of the, of the puzzle, because the firehouse is going to serve as a central location for community events, for sustainability events, for environmentally friendly programs that we want to put in place in the Rockaways.
The firehouse at 59th Street is just an example of one of the blighted areas in Far Rockaway that have been languishing for so long, and people say, oh yeah, we have to do this, we have to do that, but the Rockaway Waterfront Alliance has put a really great program together, and I think it will have a tremendous impact.
The Waterfront Alliance already impacts the area as it is with the programs that it runs, but I think it having a home from which to operate its programs is going to significantly impact the area. Having that as a fixture in the Rockaway community is such a testament to our commitment to environmental issues, as well as the commitment to better the city.
Rockaway doesn't really have any community center that people go to, a place where they feel that they can all collaborate. People who live here really are craving information and knowledge and education. It's just there's no place to go for it. So I believe that we will have a very strong impact for the long term, and hope that we will only continue to grow, and that the firehouse will help us to be able to do that.